Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give me a brief moment of your time, and I just want to talk about one thing. Call of Duty Zombies. Now, when I say Call of Duty Zombies, you generally think about a lot of different things. You can think about Origins, maybe thought of Kino, maybe thought of Shangri-La even, maybe Transit, maybe Horizon Drop, Shadows. Many people think about different things, but it all started from a small little bunker in the middle of nowhere in Germany. Now, when you generally talk about the beginning of zombies, you learn about how, the team was passionate and how they weren't really supposed to make it. Treyarch kind of wanted the team to stop, but thank gosh it didn't, right? But anyways, why is Nacht Der Untoten just such a loved map by the community? That's what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to be analyzing every single zombies map that I can. I won't be able to get to all of them because some of them I haven't played fully, but we're going to go from World at War all the way to BO4, and I'm going to do it once a week, probably on Saturdays, maybe Fridays. With this whole coronavirus, it will be a little bit easier because I won't have to be at school, but that's not our main focus today. We're going to talk about Nacht and just talk about the entire atmosphere, the entire aura of the map, the vibe, how people played it for so long, and if it still is a good map today. You start in this spawn room. It's 1/3 of the map. And when you talk about gameplay, that's really where Nacht is at its best. Because in the World at War edition, you could get a flamethrower, and because it had infinite ammo, you could train in the spawn room or in the past the help door, and you could get to around 50 pretty easily. And the zombies, one of the really cool features of this map is that the zombies don't actually hit you until you stop. So it was pretty easy to get to a high round, but there had to have been something else about Nacht that just made it to where the community loved zombies, because it's just such a bare bones, basic map. It has to just be so fun that the community can play it for so long, because if say Verrucht or 5 started out zombies, it wouldn't be where it is today, because just imagine that. Imagine having one of those really hard maps as your intro to the game. Verrucht just did everything perfectly that it could at the time. Because it's hard to really compare it, because you look at maps today, like Zetsubo or Revelations or just any of these maps, they're all huge. They're crazy. You just can't get the same gameplay in Nacht as you can in those maps. Now after it's almost like it's like the relief from say playing Shadows of Evil or any of those maps that I've listed off 5 times. Zetsubo, Horizon Drop, Gorod Krovi to an extent, any BO4 maps, maybe even Moon, Transit, Mob of the Dead, Origins, those maps. It's the relief to those maps. It's where you go just to have fun. You don't go there to do any fetch quests, any Easter eggs. Don't get me wrong, some of the Easter eggs are fun, but it's to an extent. Nacht just has this perfect, like, just gameplay loop where it's constant fun. I ended up getting, like, recently when I was gathering gameplay for this, I got to like round 24, I think, and it was really fun. You just get like a vibe and just a bunch of fun. Now, once you go through the spawn, you can either go upstairs or through the help door. If you choose to go through the help door, camping is going to be your strategy probably, because training is not going to be that fun. Because zombies are going to come through that door if you camp, if you train in spawn, or if you train in the help room. Now, if you're planning on training, you want to open up the staircase, then open up the other staircase, and then you've got the box and the Wonder Fizz machine. You can use both of them. In World at War, that's probably where Nacht was. I mean, it's obviously where Nacht was at its most basic, but it's also where it's at its most just pure fun. BO3 and BO1, both of those remasters of Nacht, they did enhance the gameplay, and especially in BO3 with Gobblegum, that makes it a lot more fun. But BO1 just, I mean, World at War just had, like, just Nacht was perfect on that map. And you get to, like, just really enjoy bare bones. That's what it is, bare bones. If you want to use Gobblegum, you can on BO3. It's just, it really only enhances the gameplay because it makes it more fun, it makes it crazier, more hectic. You can get pack-a-punch guns, which obviously there's no perk machines, no pack-a-punch machines. In the BO1 and BO3 remaster, they did add Mule Kick, and in the BO3 remaster, they added the Wonder Fizz machine. But in World at War, you had nothing except your guns and you. And the ray gun. The ray gun was the only wonder weapon. There were no perks, no pack-a-punch, there was nothing. It was probably the most basic just game ever, probably. You, like I said, you did have a flamethrower, but that only took you so far. Once you got to a point where the flamethrower was not pumping out enough damage, you just had to hope for the best. And I'm not saying that Nacht is just basic and boring after a while. It can get boring, but you can, I mean, you can only get, you can't hold it to such high expectations to be really fun because it's so basic. It did what it needed to do. It introduced the community to zombies. It just kind of just made everything the way it is. If Nacht wasn't as fun as it was in World at War, then people probably wouldn't have liked zombies at all. They probably would have just waited for Modern Warfare to make Spec Ops, and maybe that'd be the big game mode, and zombies would be like a rip-off of it. But you just gotta really just appreciate what it did. It solidified a community, a small community at that, around a game mode that had potential, and everyone knew it had potential. That's why they played it, because they wanted to just imagine what they could do with, like, enhanced gameplay, and they'd see innovation in smaller ways. We'll get into that later. Ladies and gentlemen, that's really all I can really say about Nacht. It's kind of hard to make a review when you don't have much to review. There's not that much there. It's pretty bare bones, but if you enjoyed, just leave a like down below. Yeah, I'm planning on doing every single map that I own, which I'll actually go through. I can play, they are the BO3 remasters, but I can play all 4 World at War maps, all Black Ops 1 maps except Call of the Dead, all just Transit for BO2, BO3 I can play Shadows, Gorod Krovi, Revelations, and that's about it. But I'm planning on getting Horizon Drop, so by the time I'm at BO3 I'll probably have Horizon Drop. BO4 I've got Classified, Blood of the Dead, Voyage of Despair, and 9. I don't have the Black Ops Pass, so I'll be reviewing those maps, and that's all. I'm pretty sure I'm doing strictly Treyarch, no Exo Zombies or World War II Zombies or any of those games that are non-Treyarch zombies. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next week, I guess.